Okay, there's always something interesting happening in the shop. So, what is this? This is ZBOT, and I discovered this on a website called Little Machine Shop, and I ordered one. It took me a while to get it working. I'm not sure what happened with the driver, install, uninstall, so on. But what it is, it has a. Let me disable it right now. There you go, it's locked. So it has a couple of buttons around, and that's to select different axes. So if I select the X axis, now this is X is selected, and then if I move the larger dial, see the larger dial, sort of like it's a sort of spring mounted, and you move it to the left, and the further out you go, I'll explain that later, the faster that it'll start moving on the x-axis. And then this is on the right direction, left direction, and you let it go and it recenters itself. Versus there's also a small rotary dial in the middle, and it goes step by step, and you feel the click, 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 click. And this is for like a fine step-by-step adjustment. So of course you select the axis, the X, Y, Z. A is for a rotary table, and the C button is a somewhat programmable, user configurable. In my case right now, I programmed it to disable this box. That's why if I move things around right now, it's not doing anything. It says that the shuttle is locked. All right, so let me unlock it. There you go, shuttle unlocked. Select the, let's say the y-axis. Y-axis is selected, x-axis is selected, and let me show you what's going to do. Alright, so if I turn it to the left here, and stay right there, oh, there you go. So you see now, it's moving the x-axis. And it's moving right now, what it does is that it has different increments. So right now, this is moving at 1% of the speed. Maximum speed being set here, right? So it's moving 1% of this value. So if I were to set the jug rate here to 1%, this is what I would be getting. This is pretty fine tuning, you know, it's barely moving. It's moving like half an inch per minute or so. And then I move the dial a little faster. Now it's moving at basically 2%, which is just about an inch per minute. And if I go faster, then I'm gonna go to, I think, 5%. Next step is 10% of the speed. There you go. 25%. Better come back before, but let me show you 25%. And that's 50%. And finally, 100% of the speed. So depending on how far I move the dial here, it increments how fast it's going to go. And this is how fast it's going to go with respect to the setting right here. So it's going to be a percentage of that percentage right there, right? So it allows me on the X direction. Let me show you this. Let me move the Y down. So I select the Y axis. Let me move this down. Oh no, sorry, Z axis. Let me move this down here. All right. So then let me reselect the X axis, and you can see now if I want to. There you go. You see how precise I can get it? And finally at the end, right, I can actually turn this little dial right there, and that's going to do the step increment. And right now the step increment are 1/1000th of an inch. So if I need to move this 1/1000th to the left or 1/1000th right, and when do I do this? I do this when I have a edge finder. And let me show you on the step motor, because you're not going to see anything moving there. But if I do this is a 1/1000th step. There you go. So I'm going to do 3 or 4. There we go, one direction, 3 or 4 in the other direction. So this is really, really fine tuning. So that's pretty convenient. And then, you know, I hit the C button right there that I programmed to disable. It may have other function, but I thought this one is the most, probably the most logical one for me. And the reason for that is because I got kids, and when they're going to see this thing, they're just going to want to play around with it. That's for sure. I won't be able to prevent that. So I might as well have it locked up, and that's the new thing in the shop here, and I really love it. Before that, I had to go here, use the mouse, use X plus, X minus, set this to the right speed, lower the speed up and down like that. If I wanted 10%, 20%, move up and down. And you know what? Sometimes it was too fast, and it was too fast. I didn't have the precision. If it was too slow, Well, I didn't get the speed, took forever to get there, versus a ZBOT here. Wow, I mean, it's precise, it goes fast, it goes slow, it goes as fast as you want, and boy, that's the next best thing I got here in the shop, and I really love it.